This is such a super cute idea, and I'm calling it jewelry for my bookends. And this is basically what we're doing. Look at this darling little situation. This is basically the cutest thing ever, right? Can you just see all your books, or several, several of your books sitting on your shelf with basically jewelry on them, but it also acts as a bookmark because you can obviously take and move this around wherever you want. And I just thought that is the cutest idea ever. So I wanted to share it. If you guys have not seen this, I want to share this. It's like super easy, fun, great project. It's super inexpensive. You need next to no supplies. But look at how cute as a button that is. Let's just jump into it. We'll go through supplies really quick. I got this stretch cording literally from the Dollar Tree. This was $1.25. So if you have a local Dollar Tree in your neck of the woods, I bet you they have that, because this is it's in the craft area, but they sell this regularly in lots of different colors, or a 99-cent store, or any kind of a Dollar Tree. And I mean, this I cannot believe, because there's also so much you can do with it. So we're using just some stretch cording from the Dollar Tree. I need a pair of scissors. I have a little scrap piece of paper, and that's just so I don't get glue on my mat, because we're going to use these little ball end caps. I'm going to talk about those in 1 second, to glue on the end. And so that's what little scrap piece of paper is for. And then I'm using my Loctite super glue, and it's the gel control. This is the best glue ever. I love it in my jewelry making because it's gel. It also dries really fast. You can control it with these little buttons on the side, but you can use any kind of super glue, or even your E6000 or whatever you've got. So I just have these 3 beads. They're just these various shapes and sizes of these glass transparent beads that I had in my stash. And the one thing I will let you know is they do have a rather decent sized hole in them. So I just grabbed 3 beads that have a pretty decent hole, but just so that you're aware, this stretch cord is it's pretty thin. So just about any bead, even like your 8 seed beads, are going to fit through this cord. So just get, any kind of beads that you have that will fit through the cording. And then the other beads I'm using, these are really pretty. These are electroplate glass beads, and they're in the sky blue mix. They are just precious. Look at all these spring colors. So it's the sky blue mix. They're 4mm. Link in the description. And then the cord ends, and they also double as memory wire ends. You can use these for any kind of cording, leather, whatever. And these are Unicraft tail, 304 stainless steel, 2 to 3mm whole cap ends. I'm gonna just use 2 of my colors, the pink and purple, and I already glued 1 of my end caps on and let that dry. So basically what you do is you just grab your stretch cord, and then you just get your book, whatever book you're using, and you're simply going to just basically lay kind of from about an inch to the end, hold it on one end, and then lay it there, and then just kind of open your book anywhere, and then wrap the other side around until you kind of overlap by, I would say, maybe about 2 to 3 inches. So I'm overlapped by, here's one end, and here's the other end. So I would probably overlap it. I'd say that's about a good solid 2 to 3 inches. And then we can cut it. And you just do that on whatever size book that you're using. Okay? And so now that we've cut it, you just glue the end cap on one side, let it dry for a few minutes. I'm just going to put this wherever, wherever I want it. So I think I'm going to put it like maybe an inch, inch and a half from the top. And then I'm going to tie a knot. And we're just going to make a regular top tie. So we're just tying a simple knot. And then go ahead and pull your knot down. And tie it. And that's just going to stop our bead from falling down. And I didn't tie one up here because This one can freely slide up if it wants to. But again, you could have tied a knot here. You can just literally do this any way you want. This is so fun. Oh my goodness gracious. This is the cutest, easiest thing ever. I love this. It's just so fun. And so now what I'm going to do is just some random pattern. And so what I'll do is I'll take the pink faceted bead. I'm going to put it through just the pink cord. And then I'll go ahead and I'll push it up. And then I am going to grab both of these stretch cords together and I'm going to tie another knot. Okay, and then we'll just pull that knot down to where it's kind of close to the bead there. And now that bead is only going to slide in that little section of the knots. And then I'll put on a purple bead and I'm going to put that on the purple strand. And then we're going to just do the same thing. We will put both of the cords back together, tie another knot, and pull the knot down wherever we want it to be. And now that bead is within that little section. And okay, so we'll put that one through the pink. And then we will put the cords back together, tie another knot here. And okay, and then we'll pull that bead up. And then we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to just put them together. We'll tie a cute little knot here. And pull that all the way up. I'm going to make this one a little closer to the bead itself. And now this is what we have. Super adorable. It's just the cutest thing. And all we do to finish this off into camera here. So you just need it to overlap just a little bit and make a final knot before we glue the end cap on. So I'm not stretching it, I'm just laying it so over the book. So instead of stretching it, I'm just laying it over the book. So I'm just laying it here, and I see that it's overlapping approximately, and here comes Gypsy, right here. So that's where I'm gonna pretty much tie my knot right there. And so I'll take this, and she's got that cord. She's got hold of the cord, guys. It's happening. Let me just get myself a knot tied here. And hi, Gypsy girl. You saying hi to everybody again today? Oh, Mommy's got that out, huh? You're like, Mommy, what is it? It looks like string I can play with. Yes, Gypsy girl. Oh my goodness, she is something. Okay, so I have my knot tied right there, and just pull it tight, basically. And let's move this cord out of the way. And now what I want to do is I want to glue this cord end on. So I'm going to just make a flush cut right here at the end of my cord. And then now what I'll do is I'm holding that little cord end, and basically you just put a dab of this glue on this little, in the inside of this cord end, and you only need a smidge, and it's gel. So just a tiny bit right there. And then you take your cord and you just stick it inside and put both of them inside, just like this. And then we're gonna just let the glue harden for, you know, a minute or two. So I will lay it down right here. And I am gonna put my lid back on my glue since we've got Gypsy right here. Oh no, Gypsy girl, it's Mommy's project, has to dry. And this is what you wind up with, you guys. Just like this. Right? It's just so cute. And so let me take this one out because it's fully dry and just show you. You know, this is what we wound up with. And you can just kind of take your book anywhere and put that inside and then stretch out on the outside your cute little decor, your cute little design on the outside of your book. It's so cute. Isn't that the cutest thing ever, you guys? So I hope you guys enjoy that fun little project on making that little bookmark with some stretch cord from the Dollar Tree. I will put a link in the description box for everything. And Gypsy says hello. And until next time, friends, be well.